Hello and welcome to my channel, a channel where we make structural engineering simple and easy. My name is Olodu Komedi and I'm your host. I want to appreciate everyone who has subscribed to our channel and those who are sending nice comments and encouraging comments to us. We really appreciate you. And if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please click the subscribe button and click the like button so that when next we put up videos, you will be notified. And if you are receiving value from our videos, if you have received value in any time or the other and you are yet to subscribe, please click the subscribe button. That is the only way you can encourage us to put up more videos for you. We got a lot of questions and today we'll be talking about how to organize your drawing in AutoCAD after you've exported from Prota Detail. A subscriber was asking how we can do that, and today we'll be talking about after you've exported your drawing from protastructure. The drawings are not arranged, they are not organized, and if you print them, the letters are not bold, they are small. So how do you go about that in presenting a very clean and neat drawing? So please, you should go over our videos how to export from Prota Detail to AutoCAD. We will not be discussing anything about that. We will not be discussing about how to model any structure. If you want that, please check our previous videos and you will understand how to do it, but this will not do that. So let's assume you've exported from Prota Detail to AutoCAD. When you export, this is how your details will look like. Blue dimensions, ash lettering, write-ups, and they are small. If this property is not on, sometimes if this property, let's assume this is how your AutoCAD is. Right click it, and right click, go to property, and this will pop for you to know your property. If you check the text height is 100. It's 100. Please pay attention to the end. There is something I want to say about this, but if you stay to the end of this video, then you understand the purpose of this little demonstration that I have done. At times when you open your drawing, this is how your AutoCAD page looks. But if you want to bring out this property bar and property dialog box, right, highlight any of the dimensions or anything, then right click, go down, you see property, and you see all the property of that structure. So like what I said, there are some few drawings that I make use of from Prota Detail. I don't make use of the columns. I don't make use of its column. I produce my column myself. I produce my staircase myself. What I use is, I can use the foundation, I can use the first floor, slab layouts, I can use the beams and also the footing, but majorly I try to do my own. But if not, if I'm pressed with time, I can use that. But for the reinforcement, I really don't use the reinforcement. So once you've exported to this, the first thing I do, please check my other video. There is an AutoCAD file, my construction drawing file. There is a structural construction drawing file I uploaded. That is what I use. So go back there, download the file if you've not. So if you've downloaded it, open it. This is a go to model space. Yeah, this is how I arrange my drawing. Cover, the cover page, general notes, foundation layout, your foundation section, your foundation detail, footing details. You get to your column. This is how I arrange my columns. You see my staircase, my first floor layout, the detail. These are my slab detail, which I do manually. Also the beam. But if you want that when you open this, please pay attention. Please pay attention to this. When you open this drawing that I have uploaded, if you have your own template you are using, fine. But if you don't have any template you are using, please check my video on how to produce your structural drawing. I uploaded this file. Please check it and make comments if you've not seen it, or if you've seen it, make comment that you've seen it. And if it's helpful to you, if it's beneficial to you, please put it on the comment section. If whatever we are doing is helpful to you, please put it down on the comment section that you've benefited in one way or the other. Okay, and still, if you've still not subscribed, please click the subscribe button. So what I do is I go back to my Prota Detail drawing. I right click, as in highlight all of them, then I right click. Please pay attention. I go to this clipboard, not copy selection. Please pay attention. You will make mistake if you don't pay attention. I go to clipboard, I click on copy with base points. Copy with base points. I look for a base point, I click. With this, you can move your drawings from one file to another. So I'm copying it from this drawing one to training file. I right click, I click on this clipboard and I come to paste. I look for where to paste it and I paste it. Good. So these are my drawings. What I do, I use same drawing. This cover page is typical for everyone. Your client name, you know your client name, you put it there. Your subject, propose residential development at what, you put it there. And this is a typical template I just take for all my drawing. So the next thing I do is for my foundation. I only copy my title block. I copy my title block. There's something I want you to pay attention to, please. This, I click on copy selection. I click on it and I move it here. Please pay attention. For my formwork, that is either the foundation layout. For my layouts, in short, what I do is I copy copy, let's just see, I copy the formwork, which I copy my title block here. That is why I gave you this file as a template, so I work with it instead of me creating my title block from scratch every time I do drawing. What I do is I just copy it out. I copy it out. And pay attention, if you want to do your drawing, normally, please pay attention to this. Normally we draw on A0. We draw on A0. Pay attention, but we print on A3. We print on A3, but we draw on A0. Your AutoCAD platform here, we are assuming we are drawing on A0, but when we want to print, we are printing on A3. So this form now, you know your A3, you know our A3 draw paper space or paper size is 420 by 297. 420 by 297. So if you look at this is based on we are doing based on this, we are having 4,178, but majorly it should be like 42,000 by 29,700. That is your paper size if you want to do exactly that. So this frame, this is your A3 frame, is based on paper size of 42,000 by 29,700. Just understand that. So typically it falls within that. My formwork, that is what I do. So I copy it out, or I move whatever it is, and I place inside. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. If you don't, you will miss it. So when I place something like this, for the text height, what I use, the text height, what I use 180 height. But Prota Detail gives you its text height at 100. Please pay attention. So when you print on this A4 sheet, on this size of A4 sheet, it will be small when you print it out. It will be very small. Not very small, but it won't be too bold. So what I do is I change this. Either you do it one after the other by clicking on it, one after the other, then you increase it to, look at this, look at height, text. If you look at your text, look at the height. The height, that is where we change 180. And all of a sudden, it's bold, it's big. It's big. But if you want it very fast, you click one, right click, click select similar. All of them will be selected, so you can come to height. If the heights are different, you will see varying, or you just click on it and change to 180. Automatically everything changes. But since I'm using a black background, either I change my background by right clicking and clicking on option, I click on color, change it to white, apply, and I say okay. So with that, you can see everything the way it will come out on your paper. this is how it will come out on your paper. If you look carefully, you see this is how it will come out. Two ways you can do this. The dimensions are small compared to your text site. Either you mash this property, what I do by typing MA, maybe say yes, and you click on the dimension. If you look, all of a sudden your dimension lines are becoming bigger. They are becoming bigger for you to print. When you print, it will come out bold. This is one way of doing it, making it bold. Then you have to rearrange. But normally for your structural drawing with dimension, please pay attention. This is very important. With dimension from center to center. Architects dimension from wall to wall, but structural engineers dimensions from center to center. So what we do, we dimension from center to center. Why these other ones that doesn't represent how structural engineers dimension their work, you delete. So if you print your work with this, it will come out clean and bold. It will come out clean and bold. This is one way. You can also maybe change this, the drawing title, you change it, or if you want to do more, you can highlight it and copy it out, paste, then put whatever you want to do. Same typical process. You arrange. Since if you print, this will be very small, you can't really see it. You click on it, you see it's 100, you can change to 180 and it becomes bold. And this other one, you can either change it or you mash property with what you already have. Mash your property and it will become bigger. If you look carefully, your dimension line here is bigger than this, and this will be bold enough. Then you do same for all. Then if you want to do for your beams, normally what I do half of this, which is, if you get your title block for your beam, the title block is smaller than the one for the formwork. Is smaller, is half the size, half the size of it. So if you dimension that, let's look at it. If you dimension it, let's copy out this dimension here. If you dimension this, we already have this as 40,000, but if you dimension this, it becomes 20,000. So half, we scale it down by half. So mind you, if this text height, at this A3 is 180, whatever scale you do, if you reduce this by half, this other, whatever title block you create, you still divide it by half. So the main text height here will be 90. Just do that math. So if you have 180 and you are scaling down by half, it becomes 90. So the text height you use here would be 90. That is it. Then there's something I want us to pay attention. If you copy the beam that Prota Detail gives to you, if you look at it, it's big. Even on this one is big. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. You can't fit in your beams. And another thing you need to pay attention to is, if you now dimension this your beam, if you dimension your beam, what this Prota Detail is telling you 5,000, when you measure it actually, it will give you 10,000. 10,000. Please pay attention. Two ways you can solve this problem via two ways. One is either you use the frame. It is either you use the frame, a frame for this either you use the frame for the formwork and use it for the beam. So but if you try to match property, if you try to match the property, this one just give you, so if you try to match your property, you see that it's giving you 10,000, which is wrong. Which is wrong. Let's assume you are using 10,000. 10,000. How do you make this your 10,000 to be what Prota Detail is giving you? What Prota Detail did was two things, like I told you how to solve it. He increased it by half or by 1. So let's assume this, what we do here is we look for scale. Where scale, yeah, click on scale, click on it, it gives you, puts in the value, your scale factor. Pay attention, please pay attention. Scale factor, if you increase something, let's assume the actual stuff is 5,000, and now you've the actual stuff, let's say the actual length is 10,000, but it has reduced it to 5,000. Let's say 5,000. So it has reduced it by half, or increased this by 2. I hope you are getting it. So meaning what they did was to scale down by half. They reduced the actual dimension by half, and this half, you know, half is 0.5. half is 0.5. So please pay attention to this number, we will use it soon. If you dimension the actual length, the actual dimension is bigger than the one Prota Detail give, what you do is put what Prota Detail give divided by 10,000. This is the factor, the scaling factor they use to do that. Or you can say, if the actual length is 5,000 and it's giving you 10,000, meaning they increase it by half. So let's pay attention to this. So two things we can do, we can either scale it down again. You click on factor, click on it, and you put in your scale factor. So we've reduced it by half, and you see our actual length and what Prota Detail give to us is now the same. Please pay attention. It's now the same. So this is one method of doing it. So you scale it down and you can fit in here your dimension that the Prota Detail gives and what you have, they are the same. Or the second method is you click on this. Please pay attention. You click on this. If your property has not popped up, right click, go down, you see property. So if you click here, go down to primary unit. Please pay attention. Go down to primary unit. You see dimension scale linear. Dimension dim scale linear is 1. Remember that factor we have, change it to the factor, click OK. It automatically reduces it to the actual length. Same procedure. If whatever scale you increase it to, whatever it is, these are the two methods you use. Either you bring it down to its actual size or leave it the way it is. Click on your dimension, come to property, go to primary units, look for dimension scale linear, then change it from 1 if it's, because definitely the default is 1. If it's 1, it becomes this actual, or you reduce it by the factor, which is this. So these are the way you can now arrange your drawings using what we have provided for you before. So what we have provided, you can use it and do what you want to do. That is how you arrange your stuff. If you see, this is still giving us 10,000. You either match property. If you don't want to start from scratch, just match property and voila. So you arrange them and all your text and everything you do will be good. Same principle. If it is scaled, this is now okay. Now this is now 900. If you look at it, the actual dimension for this is 900. Okay, so the same principle of your scaling factor, same principle. If you look at the principle, they've reduced it. If you look at it, but if you dimension actually, pay attention, is 900. Let's go to our unit. If you look at it, this is 1, this is 1, and this one is showing us half 0.5. So with this, whatever it is, even if you carry this now and you scale it even further, same principle holds. Let's assume you scale it further, let's say by 2. Take the actual dimension. If you look, you have 1/8, whereas the actual size is supposed to be 4 150. Same principle, whatever it is, same principle. Come here, 450, what it's supposed to be and what is showing you presently 1008. So your factor you need to scale will be 0.25. Click on it. Same principle, come to primary units, scale, then put 0.25, and voila, that is it. So whatever it is, this is how you get your actual size, your actual dimension. So with this you can arrange your drawings very well, and when you print, your work will come out good. So whatever the same principle holds, whatever it is, even if you scale this, wherever you scale it to, whatever is the size of your title block, same principle holds. Get the scale factor and multiply it by 180. We print with A3, so that will be the standard, which is now 42,000 by 29,700, which the height of your text is 180. Same principle, anyhow you do it, you scale it. If you're increasing it, you scale it like that to get your height. Since we've scaled by half, by reducing this by half, the text height, this is showing 50 because Prota gives you 100. So if you reduce by half, it gives you 50, but our actual height for it to come out good will be 90, which is half of 180. If you mash all the properties with it, when you print your work will be bold and clear. So this is how you arrange your Prota Detail for it to come out good. No matter how you come out, you will arrange and get your drawing. So if you've still not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and if you have any question, anything that we've explained right now that is not too clear, please put it down on the comment section and we'll be glad to respond to you. Thank you and God bless. So keep subscribing, keep chatting us, and when you are chatting with us, please tell us where you are commenting from, and we will be glad to respond to you. Remain blessed until we post the next video. Thanks.